pause. Hey, let's...
Yeah, it should be live now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Head back inside. At least for now.
Good to see you, boss. No, I'm at work. Let's talk later.
Master, what are you doing?
There. Fuck that little blue raccoon. We'll get you a new one.
Master!
Oh, please. Shut up! Cry me a river.
Hello, Cookie.
Girl.
I think I can see you. Yeah, it looks like it.
Nothing sells like a cute animal.
Alright. Well, this is my surveillance camera outside of my office. This is the roof though. I believe there's other channels I can actually see outside of it. Yeah, this is the main door. And I think it's one. Nope, just the shows. I can also change the channel and the volume of the television. I don't think that the security cameras come with audio. I think it just visual. But that's in case I think somebody's buzzing to come upstairs. So I'm gonna stand up and look outside. Functioning telescope. We'll see what's happening out there. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay. So now this is the rest of my office area. We went over
Did
what's
I
happening
mention
in
that I
there
have an MBA? Hi there.
inside of the actual office. We went over the things that are in here. This is my assistant. She comes with some features as well.
What can I do for
Speak to
you?
her. I can ask for a
I'm here for you,
concierge
boss. 100%.
vehicle.
What vehicle should I tell them
Swiftest
you want?
helicopter. Bravo is a different type of helicopter. These are different helicopters. Frogger is a helicopter that I own. That's why these ones are white. The gray ones I don't own, so I can't call those Maverick. I do have an
Our
attack chopper.
fearless leader.
I think this is an FIB helicopter that has some mounted weaponry on it. Valkyrie, a Savage. Those ones I own. I have that one as well. I can be picked up in any of these vehicles as long as they're not grayed out. Like these ones I don't have access to. Even the monster truck here.
Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's
and then I have
legal.
personal vehicles, and these are all of
You
the
got a nice
locations
fleet,
and
boss.
vehicles that they're stored within. This is the vehicle underneath my club. This is my arcade garage, arena workshop garage, nightclub service entrance. So that's actually where a public entrance to the back side of the nightclub, where you would first see like a regular vehicle, where it's stored, and then there's additional floors here. I have a facility, like an ex-government facility. I have a vehicle stored there. This office has 3 floors of vehicles. That's 18 vehicles on this floor.
You do know that
19
I've
on
got
this
2
floor,
degrees, both in
and
finance.
19 on this floor as well. We can go check those out in just a moment. Some snacks.
Keep your
I
blood
can
sugar
also
up.
get. I can get a pack of cigarettes, but all of the rest of these snacks are full. And this is just to replenish my health in case something happens. I'm in a shootout or
You're
I'm
looking
injured.
good. Really?
Something happens, I fall.
Hello.
I can always eat those to
Have a good
replenish
day.
my health. Let's go take a look at my my vehicle storage. So office garage 1. I have most of my faster cars in here. I try to separate them and organize them based on the types of vehicles that they are. So office garage 1 has mostly high-end vehicles in it, which are like really fast cars. They really consider more expensive vehicles too. These ones are probably the more tame, but the higher up we go, except for this one here. This car is really fast. It has probably the highest top speed out of all the cars, but the rest of them, I've had these cars for quite some time. This car here is armored. It can still be destroyed though, but it's just got armor plating on it. It was probably one of the first cars they actually did that too. And then some of these other ones are just basically really fast race cars. They look pretty similar. I try to keep the cars usually dark in color, something close to match my crew colors, like this one here. This one is just something that I had grabbed much earlier in the game. I changed the color on it a few times. So upstairs we have the second level to office garage 1. So it's additional cars up here. I have some faster vehicles up here, and then the fastest vehicles are above these ones. It's a lot. These ones have a special paint job. You can't really obtain it anymore, just because around the time when I was able to do this stuff, these were glitched paint jobs that you can't glitch anymore because they patched the way that the paint appears on the cars. So it's a matte paint job with a red metallic tint. They don't allow you to do this anymore in the game. They stopped people from being able to do this before they ported the cars over to PS4. So I've basically had any cars that have this color tint. They came with me from the PS3 version. Most of the cars that I had already changed the color on. They stayed that way because I knew I couldn't change them over again. So basically I just left them that color. It looks almost like wine. And these are basically the fastest cars in here. I'm gonna go downstairs and move one of the faster cars that I have downstairs here, so that this spot here isn't open, and it'll leave an open space down there. And then these cars, these two are the same, but this one has a more definitive custom job on it. It's been edited and heavily modified. This one here has just got a few upgrades, not full upgrades. So those two are a little different. But I'm gonna reorganize these just for a quick moment. And then I'll go to the second floor. Or sorry, the second storage area. So office garage 2 once I move this vehicle. So this car is down here. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna reorganize these here, and I'm gonna put this one upstairs. So I'm gonna put it up here in this empty spot here, and then it'll leave that space downstairs open. And I may just move these cars over a space and leave the very first space open in case I put something else faster here. Alright, so off to office garage space 2. And we're going to take the elevator to get there. And this is another set of vehicles. You can store 20 vehicles in each garage space area. But I don't have them all filled up. They're just about filled, but that's pretty close. You may be wondering what this thing is here in front of me. This is actually the elevator that pulls them up. When I pull a vehicle in here, it'll come up on the showroom floor here, and then it'll store itself back in wherever spot it was originally stored. This one here is typically one that I like to use for crew missions and things like that, just regular jobs, nothing crazy, just regular missions. It's a 4-seater. It's relatively quick. It doesn't have the most innate top speed, so it's not the fastest car that I own, but since it has 4 doors and it's relatively quick, I try to use it when it's multiple people on jobs with me, so everybody can hop in there and we don't leave a man behind, because most of the time there's 4-person jobs. You can have vehicles that store more people, but usually I do most of my jobs solo, but just in case it's 3 or 4 of us, you know, we can all take the same vehicle. Let's see. Alright, so this is another set of vehicles. These ones all mostly have liveries. This one here, this is a Hellcat. And that's another Dominator over there. This one has a custom paint job as well. Very unique look. That's but this one is like a drag car. So it has a parachute in the back, a wheelie bar to keep it from doing wheelies up the road at its fastest of speeds. But these ones are all mostly livery cars because they're race cars, kind of. Upstairs we got some even faster ones, but mostly just Dominators up here. I have this one here. It's my personal favorite Dominator. It's a GTR body in color. And then there's a Gone in 60 Seconds car. It's called Ellie. You can see above it, it says Rapid Ellie. Dominator GTX is the newest Dominator that they put into the game. And there's this one. I thought that I had one of these, but oh, this is an armored car. That's why, but it also has a unique livery on it as well. This is a rally car. It's based on a Audi, like A1, I think, rally car. And then a Corvette, a C7 Corvette, similar to the Stingrays. They have a newer one out. I haven't obtained that one yet. And it's like a Viper, very similar to it. Alright, and then we're going to go to the third garage where I have most of my trucks. There's some cars over there as well, but I have more trucks in the final garage. Some really big trucks. I like to use those for missions that involve either holding up traffic or obtaining a vehicle, a moving vehicle or a vehicle that typically would move. Which one do I move which one do I use the most? Um, Actually, I don't. I used to use these vehicles pretty often, Cookie. Um, but most of these cars, they actually just sitting here now, unless I'm doing a mission. I have an oppressor, so typically I use that to get around because it's a jet bike. It can fly over everything and fly around all kinds of stuff. So typically that's what I use now. I don't really use any of these race cars or anything like that. People like to grief and blow them up. So it gives you a harder time. These cars are really fast, especially this Formula One car here. It's really quick. But the jet bike is something that I use basically to just get around now. It's really nimble, it's really agile, and it's not restricted or bound by the laws of the road. You know, you can fly around and fly over buildings, all kinds of things like that. These are most of my trucks. These two are casino cars that I won. They're pretty quick. This one right here so far has been the fastest car that I've raced against other people. For some reason it accelerates like nobody's business, and I have no idea why it's so much faster than everything else. It doesn't spin its wheels though when you start accelerating hard. This one, I believe I won this one from the casino as well. It was really unique, but I think this one was closer to around Halloween. But it's got a fully functional interior. It's open in the back though. I'm actually not certain if this shade can cover the back. It may be functional, but I'm not certain. And then upstairs I have some other vehicles, some bigger trucks than these ones. So we're gonna go upstairs, look at those, and then I'll show you my hover bike, my jet bike. Once I leave out of here, I can actually have my assistant grab it for me, but these ones are the biggest and tallest trucks that I have. These ones are also relatively quick. This car here, or this truck here, is actually really top heavy, so I try not to take it out much anymore. I used to use it for my missions where I used to do pot shots. Just to gain some cash. It would hold up the van, but the van no longer moves, so they made the mission much harder and changed the dynamics of the way it works. So I don't really take it out at all, but it is a big, heavy, tall truck. It's not that fast. It's like an F450, I believe now, or something close to it. Yeah. So it's like a big ass turbo diesel truck, and then this car has this truck has 6 wheels. This is 6x6, so the 2 rear wheels spin independently to get through most terrain without any issues. And then you can have actually people sit in the back, in the bed back here, so it functions. And then this is a Patriot. I believe this one is armored. But again, it's another truck. This is for luxury, just cruising around. Most of the trucks have 4 doors. I don't have any 2-door big trucks. This one here, this Night Shark, is fully armored, and it has machine guns in the bumper down here. I'm not sure if you can see them, but they're machine guns in the bumper. So when I do missions and somebody that we know for sure is going to be shooting at us, we like to take this so that we're covered, we have protection, as well as we have defenses so that we can fight back. And that's only for missions where I can't specifically call for a vehicle to show up, like the jet bike, which is also got weaponry attached and things like that. I have 2 different Land Rovers. I'm not sure if you can tell. This one has a much more glossy look to it. That one over there has a matte look on purpose. The shiny one is just a normal cruise truck. It is armored, but not as much as the other truck over there. So this one looks more natural, as how a Range Rover would on a day-to-day. This one over here is armored. So this one actually has padding on the outside. It's armor plating, as well as armored tires. So it's less likely for anything to go wrong. It can still be blown up, but as far as someone shooting out the tires, things like that, it's less likely to happen with this one. It's also a little bit faster because this has a longer wheelbase to move the truck around. It's not nearly as sluggish as this one would be. This one is pretty quick, but this one is much faster, just because of all of the upgrades and things like that on there. So I'm gonna go back to my assistant and I'm gonna grab out the jet bike so you can get an idea of what it looks like and see more why I use that one in particular as opposed to most of these vehicles, which are road vehicles. These are bound by the ground, so um, I also don't have to pay for the oppressor because I own it. It comes from another vehicle area where I store it. I don't store it here just because sometimes people grief it and they like to blow it up because it's a vehicle that can get away pretty quickly. It also has a boost mechanism to help me go a lot faster. So I'm going to talk to her and have her bring it out for me. So
Oh, hi.
I'm going to speak to her
How
and
can I
have her
help
bring
you?
it up. It's
How do you
located in my
choose between
Terabyte,
your children?
which is a nice large surface-to-air truck. But it can only be stored. It can be stored in other vehicle spaces, but it's easier to have it stored inside of a terabyte because it's protected from everything, and it can be modified in there as well. So the terabyte is now underneath my club, my nightclub. So I'm gonna fly over there to give you an idea of what it looks like. Right now, the club is not popular at all because I haven't done any missions to promote the club to get people in. And in a lobby like this, I don't believe that it can increase the popularity. There may be a possibility that I can. I haven't tried it yet, so that may be something that I'll get into in just a moment, actually. But this is the Terabyte. It's a full jet bike. It's not bound by anything, so it spins. It floats, it hovers. I'm gonna go up into the air now, so you can kind of see what I mean. I'm not bound by any laws of physics or anything like that. I can fly over everything, fly away from people, keep myself out of harm's way. Again, it does also come with boost function, which I'm going to show you now. And it allows it to go a little bit faster. It also regenerates. The boost does regenerate over time. And it's built back up now. There's a little gold bar at the bottom in the left corner. And it will show the status of the boost until it rebuilds, until it fills back up. Oh, I'm getting a call from the third.
Hey, how's it going? Give me a call sometime if you need some work.
So Ron's letting me know just, he's available if I need something to do. Currently right now I'm just giving you a tour of the city. There's bridges here, there's all kinds of different things. The city is pretty lively right now. Even though this is just a solo session, so there are certain things I'm restricted or relegated to being able to do in a solo session. I can't do most stuff as far as the businesses go in solo sessions and in solo lobbies because they have to be public lobbies where people can randomly join at any given time. So this is my nightclub. Let's see if there's people outside. So I can get an idea on how it looks. The reason that I'm just going to do a flyby. Yeah, see? So this is the club. There's a few people standing outside, but it's not too busy. I can physically walk into this door here, and it'll warp me inside, and then there's a fully detailed interior. But I'm going to take this inside so you can see where the Terabyte is. Where the Terabyte garage is, where this is stored. Just because of where I normally put this. So this goes into the Terabyte garage. You can put it elsewhere, but the safest bet is the Terabyte garage just because it can actually be stored inside of the Terabyte, and I'll exit it inside of the truck itself. Now the truck is stored at the lowest depths of the club. There's 5 levels of depth in the club, but this Terabyte is actually fully loaded. I can change clothes in here. I also have a weapons upgrade center where I can change my weapons from Mark 1 to Mark 2. When I change the weapons from Mark 1 to Mark 2, they become stronger. They have better capabilities. This one in particular has an extended magazine, some explosive or rounds that cause people to burn on occasion. Not every time, but on occasion. So this is a Mark II sniper rifle. So instead of having a regular weaponry, I have this one. And the incendiary magazine changes color. It's red. It'll show up that way in my weapon wheel as well. This is my combat MG. I'm gonna just fill up the ammo on it because you can't actually go into a gun store to replenish Mark II ammo or special ammo. So any vehicles or any weapons that are Mark II, like this pistol, it has incendiary bullets which occasionally cause targets to burn, and you're able to tell just from here It says incendiary rounds. Bullets which include a chance to set targets on fire when shot, but it has a reduced capacity. So after, it doesn't have as many bullets as the default ammunition, but occasionally a bullet will catch an enemy on fire, and it's random, I believe it is. I can change this gun to Mark II. I usually use this one though. This is the silenced shotgun. That's full. And then there's ammo types. I have Dragon Breath shells, which are just like incendiary shells. I don't have the others because I have to unlock them due to research at the bunker. But I like to use the Dragon Breath shells, but since it's limited capacity, I try to be very careful when I take this. So I typically use the default shells when I like to get up close and personal, since most times they won't hear the shotgun. I don't really need to set them on fire when I'm in close range. It is possible too, but again, since these all will have reduced ammo capacity, there's no reason to take it. There's also other attachments. I have a flashlight, which is functional, different scopes to fit on the shotgun, different muzzles. I like the suppressor on the shotgun in case I'm running around, I need to get up close and personal, or I just don't want anybody to hear me where I am. You can change the livery of the gun to different things, but these all have to be unlocked in the bunker. The Patriot or Patriotic livery is always unlocked just because of the Independence Day special. During Independence Day, they introduced this, and as long as you were on and active, it displays. Some people, they don't have it, but I was actually available on the 4th of July, so it shows up. Different tints are just different colors for the gun, from all kinds of different options. There's 32 different ones to choose from, and these ones have specific requirements which are not unlocked yet. So you have to get all the shooting range challenges in tier 1 to unlock these. So you would go to an ammunition and you would complete what's called the shooting range tier challenge, and you can unlock these too. I think that they're a little bit more expensive. I don't think that they're given to you for free, but once you do it tier 1, they both unlock, I believe. I haven't done any shooting challenges online yet, but they're not too bad. Since my shooting is actually all the way up, it shouldn't give me too much of an issue to complete. So I may end up doing those later on. I don't mind the vehicle or the guns being different crazy colors. Typically they're either black or they're two-toned, black and white, just for my comfort. And the reason that I set a color tint on there is because some of the guns, for example, this pistol, occasionally I'll take a gun like this, and what I'll do is I'll actually put tracer rounds on it, and the tracer rounds will show up at night with a very, very, very bright white tint to mark a target that I've shot. And it's a few bullets in, so it's not every shot that's a tracer round, but there's like 2 or 3 regular bullets, and then a tracer round will come out after. And that's kind of how that works, because they mark targets in case they try to escape or get away. And it also helps you identify them in dark areas, along with having a flashlight attached or something like that. I love the flashlight. It illuminates dark areas. The suppressor is something that helps you stay in stealth. So I put it on most of my weapons. Most times stealth is probably preferred over anything else. Compensator is for accuracy. This is a little bit more of a reduced damage kind of scenario, but since the gun is already Mark II, I really don't need to do so much damage if they don't hear me coming. The compensator is just for just shooting loudly. And then there's a scope that's on the top, a rail. It can also be removed. What else? I like to use this combat MG. It holds about 200 bullets normally. I've tried to look through all of the different types of rounds. Tracer rounds are nice, but again, it's reduced capacity, so it's only about 100 bullets or so. And every few, it'll mark a target, but you can run out of ammunition pretty quickly with it. Same for incendiary rounds, so I like to keep just the extended clip. It holds 200 bullets in there out of almost 10,000. Instead of the regular default clip size, I prefer the extended clip. You have pray and spray ability, so basically you can keep people suppressed in cover. It does a relatively moderate amount of damage as long as you hit them in the right spot. Then you have a different grip here. You can remove it, but I like to keep it on there for stability. Different scopes. There's a hollow sight here, which helps you see a little bit better as well. Medium scope and a large scope, and this is just for distance and accuracy. There's muzzles on the front. Since this gun can't have a suppressor on it, which probably wouldn't suit it any well. It wouldn't suit it any better, just because I think it's actually supposed to be shot from a helicopter. This gun is actually made to be really loud, so I just put the split-in muzzle brake on the back, so that it disperses the recoil pretty evenly, and then the gun doesn't jump around so much. And it's really loud. It's really loud on purpose though, so it'll scare the enemies and it'll startle them when I need to. On the extended barrel, the heavy barrel I haven't unlocked yet, but that's for increased range. So targets who are a little bit further away will take more damage, but I don't have that one unlocked just yet. So I have the regular default barrel on there, so I don't have the increased range. Liveries again, they're also the same. Livery colors, you have to change the livery first to change that, and then there are very specific ones for each one. The same thing for the tints. You know, I'm gonna go through this, and I could play around with this all day long. And then to revert, if I had a gun and I accidentally upgraded, I could change it back to its original form and then go into an ammunition and buy ammunition for it. Not at a reduced price, but at the same price that I would here. So there's no reason for that, but I can't resupply Mark II weapons in an ammunition, which is a gun store. So I just come here and I try to just re-up on my ammunition, just to make sure that I'm not hurting for anything. Because even through the quick menu, when you complete a mission or you're in a mission, you can't really fill up Mark II ammo. And then I think that they've done it that way on purpose. Okay, so that is full ammo, and this is just a regular assault rifle. And then you can change the way that these liveries and these tints look. This is a Yusuf Amir. It's just really, really, really gilded and highly decorated. It just makes the gun look way more expensive than it needs to. I think it's really gaudy. Big waste of money. But again, if you want to be flashy, you want to spend a whole bunch of money that you have on stuff like this, go for it. I pretty much concluded in here though, as far as the weapon workshop. This here is the closet, just like in the CEO office. I can go in here and I can change my clothes. Also, I have other upgrades in here. This is the, what is this? I believe this is the drone station because of the controls. You can fly a drone outside. Oh no, this is the multi-missile battery. And this is for players who grief you. It's harder to blow this truck up when I'm out and about in the free areas. But since I'm indoors, it's not available for use. But I can, there's anti-tank missiles and stuff like that, and surface-to-air missiles on top of this truck. And I can fire back without exposing myself to explosions or gunfire and things like that. And this is the drone. So I can actually fly a drone outside. Since I'm indoors, again, I can't use it currently, but it does function when I'm outside of the garage. I can take this outside and drive it around. If I'm a VIP, a CEO, or a motorcycle club president, I can actually use this and it'll function just like the computer does in the office. I can take jobs here and do missions and things like that from this computer. And then if I exit this vehicle, so I can exit via here. This will take me into the cab. When I exit the nerve center, it just takes me out to the outside area of the garage. So I'm going to go into the cab just so you can see, because this truck is fully drivable. So my Terabyte holds the oppressor in the back, and then I'm sitting up front currently. You know, I can drive this around, and again, it has anti-air capabilities, which is this big missile battery back here. It kind of sticks out just a little bit, just above these two tires here. The whole piece and function, it lifts up and it swivels to follow different things around. It's got some solar panels on the top for just obtaining additional power. It has a radar detector on the top as well. It's just really small. And I believe there's a camera up here just above the driver's seat, just to be able to look around. And now also I'm sitting in the driver's seat currently, and there's also a vehicle workshop here that I can edit this truck I can give it armor plating. Okay, so it doesn't show the armor plating on it. So it's been fully upgraded as far as armor. I can increase the types of brakes, how strong they are, increased engine capacity, so it's actually a really quick truck. Change how the horn sounds. It goes from that one. That's the truck horn, which is already standard on it. And I have the police car horn, which is like my favorite one. There's different types of horns. It plays a tune. They just have some rudimentary songs, just for different types of scenarios. A lot of people like a bunch of different ones, and then they have music from different Grand Theft Auto games. This is from Grand Theft Auto 4, the theme music. This one is from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Most people, they like this one just because it's so iconic. It brings back the glory days of San Andreas and things like that. I don't use any of them though. I feel like they're a big waste of money. You can change the types of lights. You can use regular amber lights or these white lights, just like a real vehicle would. But I typically always do that for when you activate the high beams at night. The plate is the license plate. So there's a yellow on black style plate, and it gives you your custom plate on there already, and you can just change the type. This one is here for law enforcement vehicles, typically. This is what I have on my vehicles, but since this truck is mostly black, I just put the black and yellow one on there. I can change the paint to match, but I like to leave my crew colors on very specific vehicles. So most times I'll know exactly which one is mine. You can change the color. Primary color, is my classic black. I don't have this one black though. I think it's gray, or is it metallic? Yes, it is. It's midnight silver, which it was supposed to be black, and it's midnight silver. So I'm not really sure how that got messed up. And I can change it my crew color, which is this nice soft blue. Just black, like it should have been. And then secondary color is obviously my crew color, which it already is set to. But I can change this color as well. Change it to something else. Frost white, different things like that. You can change it to all kinds of colors. Some of the colors have prerequisites to unlock. Most of these things have come from me doing races. Usually there's an option to put a crew emblem on here, but it doesn't look like it is for this specific truck. So I can't actually add the crew emblem on it. I don't think I need to. The suspension, you can lower the suspension to lower the center of gravity on the truck, so it's less likely to tip over. I'm driving fast, navigating the roads and things like that. It'll lower incrementally, so it'll go from its regular standard height to its lowest. It's not by much, but again, it'll change the center of gravity on the truck tremendously, so you're less likely to tip over in crazy situations. The transmission also helps the truck shift, so I'll put a race transmission on here. So the truck is actually no slouch for a big heavy truck, and then I gave it some turbo tuning, so it's as fast, it moves as fast as it can possibly move. It has full upgrades as far as the engine goes. I like the wheels to be something unified, so I gave it some police style steel wheels, and I painted them black. The wheels are also bulletproof. So tire enhancements, they're bulletproof tires. They're already equipped on here, so they can't be popped from gunfire. And then you can change the design that shows up on the tire. And then you can change the color of the smoke as well. So the smoke of this truck, when it's doing burnouts and things like that, it should be the same color as the paint, the secondary blue paint. So it'll look that way when I'm doing donuts and things like that, sliding around the world at top speed. You can also tint the windows. You can remove the tint or make it a little bit dark, medium dark, and then as dark as possible. So almost one way. It's extremely dark. Usually I darken the windows just so that people can't see who's inside. You can also duck down a little bit. So this is my terabyte. I'm gonna get out of it. So I can drive this around. Again, I keep the oppressor stored inside just because it's a lot easier to navigate and get around. Typically when I need to, I just hop in there, I'll put my helmet on, and then I'll take it out. and then I'll store it back in there. Now this is the floor 5 of my nightclub. So this is the 5th floor. And basically, there are some technicians that run illicit businesses down here. We have increased security, which is these guys. We also have the camera there. There's a camera here. It's basically fortified so that police are not supposed to be able to come in here and raid this spot. And then as the technicians are working, which they should be kind of over here, they gather products and things like that without my input or help. And they store it here. And then when I need to make... Okay, so I just got a notice. He's telling me that basically my ID business is at capacity and I need to offload the goods. In the bottom corner it says the value of the stock that I've currently obtained is about $144,000. It's not nearly enough right now for me to need to make a delivery for any of the goods, just because the capacity is so low. When the stock fills all the way up, then I'll take a delivery out and I'll drop it off someplace for my own sanity. Usually that's how that works. And then there's all these different levels. I like to go to basement level 1 because that's the top. That's where the other car is located. So this nightclub can technically store... I'm not sure how many vehicles it can actually store because I believe it might be 20 vehicles per floor on top of the delivery vehicles that are also supposed to be here. So this is another technician over here. He's at work. And he's acquiring goods and things like that for delivery. These guys are all
get some food. Cool.
organized. There's supposed to be 5 guys here though. There's a 5th one. I don't know where he is or what he's assigned to. That's 4 of them though. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 5th guy somewhere around here, but they all have jobs to do as far as acquiring goods and obtaining more materials, things like that, to help me earn more money without any additional input. The only thing I need to do is just deliver that stuff once capacity is at its maximum. There's a patrol sentry. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, it's more goods in here. It's not much. I did a delivery before I booted up in a previous session. So B1, this is basically floor 1. So these are delivery vehicles. This van here is for much smaller deliveries, but it's fully armored. It's got armor plating on the side. Covered tires, they're bulletproof, things like that. You know, you can choose the paint job. It also has this remote missile battery or remote 50 cal minigun up top. It's fully functional. I can actually control it from inside, like a kind of like a turret, but with less exposure to the outside. And this is actually the trowel is put on here so that when something comes in front, it should push it out of the way at high speed, since this rumble is actually relatively quick. It shouldn't be slowed down by much of anything. And that's just for the safety of the driver and the passenger. It's covered. I believe that the doors do function to get in and out of this van. But the plating on there again is to keep people, when the mission is extremely dangerous, they're all protected inside. It's no open windows or anything exposed. The only thing that's exposed is the passenger and the driver, and that's just for their visibility. Outside of that, the missile battery on the top, or the mounted gun up top, it does function. So I think that the driver has function or has capability to use that. Here, this is the largest vehicle as far as transport goes, and again, it has this big huge trowel in the front. It's got some really quick capabilities as far as its speed goes, but again, it's a big ass heavy truck. It's got dual wheels back there in the rear, the front tires, but again, they're covered because this is fully armored. It also has barbed wire here at the top. It has a remote missile battery which actually shoots missiles, and then there's a secondary gun back here. It's a remote grenade launcher, and I believe that's for the second player. I'm not sure if you can see it too well, but that's it right there at the very top of the back of the truck. And then this is for when we take larger loads of goods and we need protection and assistance. But it's really just to keep people from being able to blow this stuff up and costing me millions of dollars. Usually it's about almost $2 million of goods that we can fit in the back of this truck when we take it out. So it's not too bad. It helps a lot. There's also room here next to it. There's an empty space here. And there's a third vehicle that's actually supposed to fit here. It's a custom mule, but I haven't bothered to buy it just yet, just because there's been no need for it as of current. This is for transport of my illicit goods that come into the nightclub and the nightclub only. And the only reason why I have this is for the largest of deliveries. I can't use it for much of anything else, but I can drive this around just normally. I typically try not to, just because it's a big, heavy, slow vehicle. But it does have my crew emblem that I created on the Rockstar website on it. And this is just for mostly for transport and defense. When I'm running missions in public lobbies and there's a lot of people in there and things like that, I'll use that truck. In particular, when I have a large order to sell. And then we have what is well, this is the basement area, so there's one more area upstairs, I believe. I can get there from here, because I don't think there are stairs actually to get upstairs. I thought there was at one point, but I don't see them, so I'm going to take this elevator up to the nightclub area, which is the top. Most people don't have access to get down here except for those guys. And that's just to look around the warehouse and things like that. And then this is the nightclub area. This is the office. Usually Tony Prince is here. This is his desk. Complete mess. But typically he's here. Right now I have no club popularity. Just because it's quiet. I need to do some promotion missions and things like that, but I can access the security cameras to see who's outside or around. I can also use that computer here when I want to promote the popularity of the club and get more people to come in here. This is a wall safe, just like before, but this is functional. There's about almost $60,000 in it. Once it caps out at 70,000, I like to come here and grab all the money out. And then on the opposite side, so right over there, directly across, there's another weapon locker. So it works the same as in the CEO office. So I can come all the way over here and open this weapons locker, customize my loadout just like before. And this is just for in defense of, let's say someone tries to take goods or something like that from my club. I have melee weapons, pistols, machine guns, rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, heavier weapons like miniguns and things like that, RPGs, and then just hand explosives like grenades and things of that nature. And then it should let me close it. And it'll close and go flush with the wall again, as if it's not there. I picked this decor and I chose to name it Omega, as in the end, like the final place, like one of the greatest places to party. Like after you party here, you really don't want to party anywhere else. I don't really want to take the money out of the safe, but that safe you actually acquire the money out. And then here we are. This is the club. The club is pretty empty right now. I don't believe it's anything happening in there. We do have a DJ. He's right there. His name is Solomon. He was the first DJ here. That's the club name. Omega. It has smoke. It has lights. You can change the decor. You can redecorate. You can choose all that stuff at will. I had a guy and a girl dancing behind them, just for comfort for everybody. I can actually dance as well. I believe I have to go down there. It's a wet bar up here. There's also a wet bar downstairs. Sleeping quarters for myself to get into bed. Weapon here for some ammunition. I think there is a spot. I don't know if it's for live entertainment, but we actually can check. Let's see. Okay, so this is the delivery area. So that's a drink truck. So sometimes I have to bring champagne back here to pass around the club. And that's one of the trucks that's unloading drinks. That truck can't be accessed normally, just because of how it is. Typically, if I have to drive one of those, it's an mission to bring it back here only. And if you see all those numbers, that's me paying out my staff and things like that. And this is the car that I have stored here normally, just my regular 4-door sedan. It's actually really quick. It's a Cadillac style car that I leave here just for class. I try not to put anything else here. But I'm sure that other vehicles can actually be stored here as well. Let's go check the club out. So there's two entries. This one is directly to the office, which has the keypad for me to access, and then there's this door here. And this is back to my quarters if I want to just lay down and relax. And then there's also an exit door on the other side of this wall over here through the office. So this will take me into the club area. Most times people, they can't come in here if this door they don't have access to it. Now when this club is actually filled to capacity, all this stuff, there's people everywhere. All of these seats are filled. There's bodies all over the place. These guys are standing around just looking and drinking and enjoying themselves right now. And I can promote the club and do all kinds of things like that to gain more popularity. This wet bar does work. I can function. As long as I walk up to a bartender, I should be able to order a drink. I'm not going to, because again, I've already gotten wasted before. And then there are stairs to the dance floor here. And then there's some smoke here for added effect. Now this is the dance floor, and I believe I can dance. Yeah, I'm not that good of a dancer, but I'm gonna bust out some moves now. And then what he'll do is he'll get more excited the more dancing, and he'll dance harder and harder and harder, and it'll be more and more exaggerated. Food. Actually, since they don't make us actually eat, let's see if we can go find something, because there are food eateries around the town. Let's go see. Alright, so I'm gonna stop dancing just for a moment. Alright, so let's see if we can go find something to eat. I'm gonna take my jet bike out and we're gonna go to a store. I'm gonna try to make sure that I don't rob the store. But I think here, I think it's mostly just drinks for here.
See you soon.
I'm not mandated to eat anything. I know for sure drinks, because you can get drunk.
Boss is here.
But let's see. Yeah, this is the entryway to the club, and this is managing entry. So it's actually available for anybody to come in here. There's no dress code, and the entry cost is about $100. You can't hear the music?
Okay.
Wait, let's see what I changed. Nope. I can make it free, or $100. I like to leave it at 100 just to make it easier. Are you able to hear this music here during my broadcast?
Hey there, boss.
It may be copyrighted. So it may mute this portion out. But you should be able to hear the music while I dance. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Do you hear the music right now? Yeah, they're dancing to music right now. There's music playing while the lights are flashing and stuff like that. If you can't hear it, it may be muted, just for copyright purposes and stuff like that. It shouldn't be, but that may be what that is, because I can hear the music playing. Yeah, it may be muted for copyright purposes then. During the broadcast, it may just take the music out to keep from getting me in trouble.
Boss.
But yeah, it's music playing. I may be able to turn up my mic. Hopefully it won't mute it, but I think that it removes that music on purpose. Alright, so this was the front of the club. Doesn't look like it's anybody out here. It's daylight. Typically at nighttime, it'll show them. But yes, cameras outside. I can see all kinds of stuff around. I actually have full access to the roof as well. There's a ladder to go all the way up there, but there's nothing up there. Who is that? Who's this one? Oh, there's two people. I don't know where they came from. Alright, so I'm going to go get my terabyte and see if we can go find a spot to go grab some food. I believe it's like just a regular convenience store though, where you can go in there and grab something to eat. Since they don't mandate us to eat anything in particular, most times I haven't gotten any. The only other thing I can think of would be snacks, which would just be something for like health, to regen health. One nice little feature here is since you take the terabyte from inside of this safe zone or safe facility or safe area, you actually do put your helmet on here. When you try to do it out in the public or out in the actual world, there's no safety, so he doesn't put his helmet on. He doesn't have enough time to, because sometimes he's just in a rush to fly off. So I'm gonna fly out of here. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so I'm gonna check this out for just a moment to see where the store is. Because there's 20 convenience stores dotted around the city. Some of them are offline, but this is one of them. I've never really used it. I should be able to buy some food stuff soon here, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's only for snacks. I don't think that there's anything else crazy in there as far as this stuff goes. P's and Q's and things like that. Or cigarettes, I don't know. I don't think you actually gain any health when you consume a cigarette, which is just something that I think the mechanics of the game they are. I don't think that you actually gain health from cigarettes. I think it stops. But as long as I don't do anything rash in here, it should be fine. Mean it must be something around here that can be blown up. It needs to be destroyed. One of the collectibles or hidden items around. So
In a rush?
Discard the helmet on the ground, as he does with everything. And then I can go up to the cashier, and then yeah. So E-Cola, so basically drinks and snacks. It doesn't give me anything else. Beer. P's and Q's are like candy. Meteorite is some chocolate. Ego Chaser is an energy bar, and E-Cola is like some Coca-Cola. They don't. I think actually, I think that they do. This is functioning. Nope, that one isn't, but this one may. Yeah, you can buy a soda for $1. Since we don't have to actually physically eat anything, typically I don't. But I'm doing this for enjoyment purposes. Sorry about the store, champ. But yeah, we don't have access to any of these actual foods and stuff like that, because we're not relegated to actually physically eat anything in online mode, which kind of sucks. And then this is for access to the ATM.
Look, I'm doing it, okay?
And then I can either withdraw or
If I
deposit
see your
money
face
this
around
way.
here again,
I never do. Just because there's no need to. You can actually physically deposit money. Like, let's say something happened and there was goons around here and I shot them up and they dropped some money and I picked it up. As long as it's, I think, more than $50, you can deposit it into a bank account. Sometimes if it's not big enough, a large enough deposit, the bank will restrict you from doing that. But on occasion, what'll happen is you'll go to deposit the money and you can do it right from your phone after a job is complete. Yeah, I can fly around. Yeah, so that's it for really the food. There's not anything else we can consume per se. What else? What else can I show you? Some arena war vehicles. It's like Mad Max Arcade, total anarchy style. see if we can do something for Gerald. This says, "Yo, I got something. Things are heating up in the hills. Usual gang drug BS. Help me with this and I'll make it worth your while."
What's cracking? No problem. I got something. I'll send it over.
And then he'll tell me what it is. Because his icon is actually right here. I can go to him and do something. And so this is Dish to Dirt. Still looking for hustles. Already too big time now. This is a big ass hustle. This professional dude selling weight. They're selling weight to the Vagos by the radar array in the desert. They're gonna have snipers and heavy cars protecting their stuff. It would be worth it if you can handle it. Deal with the shooters, get the package, and bring it back to my spot. So basically, I can choose to accept the job, and then basically I can fly out there. I'm gonna buy some armor just for my own personal protection, and I'm gonna put this on hard to get a little bit more money and a little bit more experience. And now I have a weapon. I have a vehicle. I have to go steal some cocaine. I have 2 lives. I have the one that I'm currently using, and then if I get killed, I have 1 more shot to make it over there. Since I have a weaponized vehicle, it should be a little bit easier. It may not be that much easier because I don't think I've ever done this mission before. So I'm gonna fly out to the desert, which is way up north. So I'm going here. I have to fly all the way near this small airstrip and go steal these drugs in particular. They also mark the gun stores nearby in case I need weaponry, since I already have all the weaponry I need on me. I'm not really worried about that. So I'm gonna fly all the way up here and try to steal these drugs and find where their snipers are. Since the targeting where to go on the front of here is for the missiles, it should automatically lock on any enemies or any hostiles that are nearby. Just for my own sanity, to keep me from needing to find or search them out. But since they have sniper rifles, they have much better aim than I do. So hopefully they'll show up on the map and I'll be able to take them out right away. I don't know what the cocaine or the drugs that I'm going to obtain. I don't know what they're stored in, so I have to be very careful with these rockets. Since they're homing rockets, they should target any person that shows aggression towards me. But if I destroy the drugs or the product, then I'll fail this mission as well. Most times. Sometimes the drugs are not in something that can be destroyed or blown up. But occasionally I've had it happen where the vehicles are in, or the drugs or whatever material during the vehicle, and the targeting will go off, and basically it'll destroy the vehicle, even by mistake, and it'll just fail the mission. So there's the first enemy. I'm gonna shoot a rocket down there. Blow him up. There's another guy. When they have some other vehicles down there, those things are gonna get blown up. And then there's people down there as well. And I failed it. Yeah, see? And that was my own fault, because if I would have went closer, I would have been able to see where those guys were and that they were near the drugs. So yeah, that's how you fail a mission. It's pretty awesome. So I can choose to either restart this again, which I'm gonna do for some extra money, and then I'll try to be a little bit smarter now when I start shooting, because if I blow it up, then I won't get any rewards and I won't be able to complete it. Since I don't know where the snipers actually physically are, I'm gonna take this and just deal with the vehicles themselves. I'm sure that it's probably in a vehicle or something like that. This is a secret. Something that I needed to. Oh, that was a sniper. Not a secret. I also have to change some stuff. So I'm gonna use my shotgun here, and I'm gonna take these guys down.
Holy shit!
Try to keep myself from being shot too much.
You know where you're at? Motherfucker!
I shot. Now I have one more chance to try to complete this. Since I don't have any armor on me per se, I'm kind of gonna struggle with this because I have no idea where all these guys are, so I'm gonna use a strong gun. I try not to get myself shot up too much, and I'm definitely wasted. Well, that's the second time. I'm gonna try for a third time, and hopefully I don't get wasted again. But a lot of times, since I don't have help, I'm just running this by myself. It's just some trial and error stuff. I'm gonna give myself some armor, which is something that I forgot to do. Purchase ammo and armor. So I'm gonna resupply myself with some armor, some ammo, and I'm gonna change my gun. The shotgun is a little bit too close range, so that's not helpful in a mission like this. But this gun is really loud, but it should help me tremendously. I'm gonna start on this once more to at least give myself some cover from a distance, since this can lock on the things that I can't necessarily see. Yeah, I do have some protective gear anyway. But in this I don't think I can actually change my gear. Yes, I can. I can put this stuff on, and it should give me some protection. I'll also get some additional. I didn't even know he was a part of the mission because he doesn't show up on my map. But this should at least help me a little bit.
Yeah, look at those fucking pieces of shit.
I can also be in cover. Oh, okay, I just got shot obviously, I'm pretty bad at this. So I didn't get any, for my third time, I didn't get any additional help for myself. So I'm going to continue just to show you. You know what? No, I'm gonna replay it again. Just so that you can see what it looks like when I do this successfully. When I get myself shot up and blown up. I'm gonna change this though. I don't know if you can hear the music. I don't typically use music when I play. There we go. And I'm gonna use this gun to start. It should be a little bit more manageable. I lowered the difficulty just back to normal. I was doing it on hard, just for the perks and benefits of it. I'm not sure how this will go. Again, I've never done this mission before, so I'm trying to get in cover and things like that. If there's a sniper up here now, because it's not locking onto anybody or anything. Yeah, so there was somebody holding the cocaine this time. I don't know why they're targeting me. good for me. Sometimes this happens. Get them away from it. Since they can't re-pick it back up. He doesn't even show up as a objective on the map. I can still run out of missiles here. But I'm gonna have to do this part on foot just for my own sanity. Also, if you have enough time and have enough cover, you should be able to put this stuff on. So now I have armor again. It doesn't show it equipped, it doesn't show it put it on like it does when people RP when they're in their roleplay. It shows them put armor on, they put their hands up and things like that. But I'm just regenerating health for now. I don't want to blow this, whatever it is. I don't know if it's the vehicle or if it's just near a vehicle. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't want to chance it and then I'll ruin this and I'll mess it up. But it should be just a handful more enemies and still being shot by someone. So I think anybody else? I don't see anybody else. So this package. Okay, so it was on the ground. And now basically I can take this back and deliver it. Now that I have what I need. Sometimes this is functional, depending on the mission I guess. So I don't know why it's not functional in this one particular, but I've been riddled and hurt pretty bad. So, but when I go back to shower after this mission is over, it'll clean me back up, so I won't be all bloody and hurt. Okay, so there's a few vehicles following me. They can't catch it. It's not bound by the road, like normal. But if I was driving on the ground, I would have to avoid all of those guys. Keep myself from being shot at by them as well. Which is never any fun. Just because all of the hard work into doing a mission or completing a mission just for it to end. Because you couldn't outrun the guys on the ground with guns and things like that. It kind of makes the sacrifice suck a lot more. But since I don't have to worry about that part at least, it makes it a little bit better. I'm just taking this back to Gerald when I deliver it. Gerald doesn't really speak that much. He says very few words. But I'm gonna drop this stuff off to him. That's where the kind of stinking in. Yeah, you can actually go in the hospitals and take med kits as well. but since my health is all the way full, I can't really do anything. I can re-equip some armor, but I'm not really injured. This jetpack, for some reason or another, it lets you heal completely without needing to do anything. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an extra gear or technology or something, but it allows your health to reach its maximum just from riding on it. Even though I'm fully exposed, I can still be blown off this thing and stuff like that. But, the medical attention portion of it would help a lot, but since I'm already fully healed, I can't really do anything else. So this is where I need to take it. I'm gonna take this here and get paid. And there's Gerald. He's gonna take this package and he's gonna give me some money. Since my character doesn't actually physically speak outside of my headset, he never really says anything. He's kind of like the character from GTA 3, Claude, who doesn't speak. I just take missions and mind my own business. Outside of mission cutscenes, though, his mouth moves just like me. And then I have to buy ammo, and I have to buy armor. And since I can't replay it, since I've already done it, I'll go back into free mode. And now... And now he's telling me he's got something else lined up for me. So yeah, most of the blood on my body is already cleaned up. I got some armor for myself, but I'm gonna go grab another one. Now it says you can visit an ATM to bank your cash. Thank you. Alright, so it says I can visit an ATM to bank my cash. So I can either go into a store and bank the cash, or visit some place to keep myself from being mugged. Let's say there's somebody in the lobby that's jealous of me or having some difficulties and they just want to mug someone. They can send muggers after you to try to steal your profit. So Gerald sent me a message just letting me know it was a nice job. Once he got what he needed, I'm gonna go over here to my office. And I'm gonna park this. I could park it up here on the landing pad. Typically though, I don't, just because even if I put it up there, if I ask the concierge to give it to me, they don't spawn me on the roof. She'll spawn me back on the ground level. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spawn it back into the garage and put it away. So now it's in the garage in that terabyte that we were looking at earlier. I'm gonna go in here, take a shower, clean up. I don't think there's any bullet holes or anything like that on me, just to be safe. And then my money went up a little bit.
There's the boss.
It was like about 10 grand or so. And then I can also, I think I need to go to a gun store because I need to get another armor. But for example, I believe I can make the inventory. Here it is, body armor, and then I can make this display. I typically don't, but yeah, it's a bunch of different types of armor that you can have displayed. I don't typically have it exposed or shown just because I like to think that it's underneath my clothing as opposed to out and about. But these are all my snacks and stuff like that. I did not know I could do it this way. It doesn't look like I actually can though. I may not be able to change this stuff. Where is it? MG, combat MG. Nope. It says all this stuff is full, so I don't really need to buy more ammunition. But body armor I do. This is typically what I wear, just because this gives me a full bar of armor. The other ones are less. It's about what is it? About 20% less per style of armor. So super light is about 20%. This is 40, 60, 80, and then 100%, which is the bar, the blue bar underneath the mini map, and then the green bar is obviously health. So we're gonna go in here and take a shower, clean up after a job well done. It doesn't actually let me have a girlfriend in game, just because of the way that online works. But let's say I had another player that was online, that was running around with me, that was helping me or something like that. It would just be like a partner. They still free to do whatever they want to. In single player, the characters do have girlfriends or wives or whatever, but in online, it doesn't give you any specific person that you have to date or anything like that, or take on dates. Now, if there was another human player and we were cruising, like let's say, for instance, you were on the game and you hopped into my car, or we got in your car and we were driving around someplace, we go to, I think actually, you know what? I think I can check a burger shop, because I think that you can actually buy food in there. So I'm going to finish up the shower and then fly over to like a burger spot and see if they let me buy food in there, because that might be a way to do it. I've never tried this before, so bear with me just a moment. Alright, so I'm all cleaned up. I'm going to actually change my clothes. I'm going to go back in here and change this. I could change it from my quick inventory, but I like to come over here to this and change them this way. Outfits. Once he stops moving. And I'll put this one on, just for safety and comfort. Alright, so I'm going to wear this.
Just give me the word and I'll make it happen.
And I'm going to take my...
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Personal vehicle.
How do you choose
here.
between your children? They're bringing your personal vehicle around right
now. And then
now.
it automatically is going to let me exit. Now, typically, I'll take the elevator and then I'll choose whatever I want to take out. As far as cars in this building, I can take a helicopter out of here. I'm going to get my personal vehicle. And I'm going to fly that. I'm going to see if I can find a burger shop, which is basically like a burger spot.
It's all good.
To see if I can actually consume a burger in there, because that actually might work. Now I have to find it on here because I'm just not quite sure. I think this is a store. No, this is all the different stores. I'm not quite sure where it would be. There should be a burger shop here. Okay, so I may have to actually just fly around to kind of get an idea. Oh, look, I can play some golf. That's the fairgrounds. There's an amusement park stuff over there. Discount store, counterfeit cash. These are just businesses and things. There's a casino that fully functions as well. There's a clothing store. Vehicle garage. I don't really need to visit those kinds of things. I can actually go get a haircut later on. But I do want to check something in a minute. Something that I saw somewhere else, but I don't think that that house is actually physically for sale. Alright, so I'm going to have to fly around physically and see if I can find a burger shop. And see if I can actually buy a burger from in it. Because I believe there's one nearby. Oh, sorry about that, champ. So there's a store here. This is typically... what is this one? This. Nope, we're not gonna lock on any innocent pedestrians. And I have illuminated shoes.
Come in, good prices.
Yeah, this is just a regular convenience store again. Same stuff. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I want to see if I can actually go into a burger shop and buy something to eat. That's up and at 'em. barbershop. We have a pier. From here, this is where Rocket will be able to get me over here. But these houses aren't for sale that I can see. This one. Nope, that's not it. What is near here? I think it's a little further up actually. It's like this house, if I'm not mistaken. This would have been where Rocky's house is. But I don't have access to this place. So that kind of sucks. I think it's the same with this one. There's no place. I don't have access to it. Swimming pools and things like that over here. There's a golf course over here somewhere as well. And I actually can play golf. I'm trying to see. That's where I started. There's a movie studio. Or maybe it's just a cinema, movie theater. As opposed to a movie set. Yeah, this is just a regular movie theater. And I think you can actually physically take somebody in there or go in there with people. And you can watch movies. Wow, what's that? I think that's a lower budget movie theater. But it's not functional for us as players. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't really know where the stores are. I don't typically spend as much time floating around looking at the stores. This is the Life Invader, which is basically what Facebook would be in this game, Life Invader. But we don't have access in it in online. Offline, there's a mission or two that takes you inside of here. But offline is the only time you actually go in there. This is a radio station, I believe. And this is one of several. There's a barbershop over here. Some of these places, they have time restrictions on when they open and things like that. And the barbershop is right here, I believe. I don't have any tattoos or anything like that. I haven't gotten my hair cut in so long.
Hello!
Hello there. I can change my hair. I can change my facial hair as well. Or something different. So let's see. I have some face paints that I've unlocked. I don't really use this crap. I just don't like the yellow stars next to stuff. Basically telling me like, hey, yeah, you got this stuff here. New stuff. That's makeup, face paint, hairstyles. Okay, so I have a close shave, which is basically bald. This is a Caesar really low haircut. Faux hawk. Hipster. Yeah, this is a more professional style, but I don't like the style of how the hair looks. It's already super shiny. It's kind of longer. Biker mohawk. It's a little messy though, and blown only to one side. A ponytail, longer hair, some braids. I think females have different hairstyles as well. Slick back. If I wanted a jerry curl or something similar like that. Brushed on the edges, it looks like, more tapered, and then brushed over to one side. Spiky up top, and then lower on the sides. Caesar, which is, I'm guessing just a shorter hairstyle. But the hairstyle doesn't match the tone of the skin, which is something that I kind of don't like. Chopped. It's a little bit of a messy hairstyle too. Do dreads. We all know that's Rocket's hairstyle, but his has the highlights, so you can change them. Longer hair, shaggy curls like a jerry curl, like the old Ice Cube days. Surfer dude, just unkempt hair. Same thing, short side, slicked sides. That's longer hair, long slicked. That's down to neck now. Youth. What's it? 37 styles of hair. Yeah, so these are longer cornrows, and these were a little bit longer because they reach my neck now. Hang time like when I was in high school. And then these are palm trees designed in there, if I wanted them. Lightning bolts, but he looks like he's balding in the middle of his head. And then this is kind of some crazy styles. This is kind of how I'm used to seeing my hair way back in high school, but he doesn't have edges. It's all one big circle. So this one is a little bit closer, the snail. And then high top fade, this is what Foster wears in RP. Swept back here. And this is a low shaved on the sides. Shaved on the sides, but it's longer in the middle, but it's combed over on one side. Mohawk. That's too biker for me. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Layered mod. Yes. No. I'm not a fan of these. This is a high top, but again, this is too squared off for me. I'm not comfortable with anything like this on my head. And then the military buzz cut just looks absurd. So I guess I'll stick with this one. I can change the color of the hair. Which mohawk? This one? This one? That mohawk? The longer one. This one? Or it was the long one, biker one. Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of these hairstyles though. I always feel like it's something missing. That's spike mohawk, and then it's these ones with the layer with the shaved sides. But I'm gonna leave my hair alone. I'm gonna change my beard though, from a scruffy beard, mutton chops. There's a lot of different styles and options for this stuff. Let's see. Let's go back to the top. There's a lot. It's about 30 different styles. Clean shaven looks ridiculous because I have a baby face, so yeah, I'm not doing that. And this is just low stubble. I don't like it though because it's like it's something's supposed to be there, but it's missing. Okay, I see which one you're talking about. The tapered sides. I think that's like a biker style one. Circle beard. I used to wear this one online on my PlayStation 3, but it was much less definition, so it made more sense. And then I changed it. The goatee is not. I prefer the circle beard over this one. The chin, again, it makes them look too young. Pencil thin. This is bad. Scruffy. It's a little rough, but musketeer. Just the single mustache, the trimmed beard. This is probably what I'm gonna have. Stubble. Again, it's like 5 o'clock shadow. Then circle beard, a horseshoe, pencil and chops. Chin strap. Yeah, it's a lot of different designs. The muttons. This is what I currently have, the scruffy. A curly mustache. I'm not a fan of it. The deep stranger is just basically the lower beard on the chin and the tapered sideburns. Handlebar. Nope. I think this one is V for Vendetta style. Much closer to that one. I'm not a fan of these mustaches though. Yeah, they doing too much. My friends. What's just the mustache? Yeah, the Hempstead. And again, these is Bruce Leroy style or older. Not Bruce Leroy. Shonuff. But yeah, I'm not a fan of most of these. So what I may just do is go back up. Where is it? So let's see, which one is it? Not the chin strap. It was a little bit more beard. The trimmed beard.
You are such a pleasure to work for. I could do you all day.
And then I think this comes out of the cash that I have on hand. and then I can change the color. And then there's different types of eyebrows as well. I didn't set it to unibrow, even though I have one that's pretty thick. I didn't want them to look exactly like me. I tried to put them similar, but I changed some stuff a little bit. But you can show expressions and stuff like that. You can make it more opaque, things like that. So I try to do straight and narrow, natural, stuff like that. Fuzzy, unkempt, caterpillar, regular. I don't even know what I had this one set as. Prickly. Yeah, so. And then body hair, shaved, some light hair, natural, a strip of hair, a tree, super hairy, and it just goes up. A bikini, which is kind of nuts because no man would have that. A lightning bolt chest, reverse lightning bolt, love heart, chest dash, happy face, the skull and the hair. Oh, snail trail, yeah, it's bugging. Slugging hips, hairy arms. So I try to make it, and in context, it's just the natural eye color. There's a bunch of different styles. You can change them. I did alien, infected, demon, possessed, smiley face eyeballs, goat. I'm not really sure. Extraterrestrial. I think they shine a little bit or something. These ones have slits. What's this one? Bullseye. So these looks like targets. Yin and yang. Because I'm guessing you can zoom in a little bit or something. Nope. Space Ranger. Because this looks like how the cartoon does. And then these are like emblems. Ecola, warp, atomic. Stuff like that. Tequila sunrise. Yeah, shades of gray, blackout. And then just regular colors. Like normal. I'm not sure if you noticed, my jacket changed back to its normal color when I changed my face paints. We went to makeup. It's the same thing. You do eye makeup. I'll show like if I had a black eye or something like that. And that's all for comical effect mostly. But yeah, you can do makeup and stuff like that. And lipstick. And this is typically for ladies. And change the color of the lips however you want to. You can do smudge lips like the Joker, geisha style. Well, I don't wear lipstick because I'm a guy, so that's pretty much my life.
That was fun. See you around.
So my jacket went back to the color that it was before, I think. And then I'll walk out of there. It's daylight now, so I'm okay. But yeah, my jacket should be blue. It's not though, so. I'm not sure if you can hear the music. That's what's tripping me out. Do you hear the music for the game radio? Like when I do this? Do you hear that song playing? Do you hear any music right now? I'm sure you can hear the jet engine going. So this is another one of my homes. This is another apartment. I don't think it has much in here.
Hey buddy!
Just put this here. Then put this in the garage, vehicles. Turn that to storage. I'm gonna go inside of here. Actually, I'm gonna change this outfit though. So this is one of my garages. I don't have really many cars in here, but it's like one or two. Well, there's three of them in here. So this is my Franklin Buffalo car. This is supposed to be a in-game Charger. SRT. It's a little bit more modern than the other ones. I don't use it for anything though. But that car used to not be available online. I just won this car from the casino, which is why it has those racing stickers all down it. But you can do a lot of modifications to it. It's a Honda Civic. And this is an old classic car here that I think we got for free. There was a challenge they gave us to steal like a certain amount of money or something like that. And then we can reshuffle all of these. So again, I had told you this paint job is from when I first had the game on PlayStation 3. So I've had this car for a while. And then I'm gonna move this car here back. Nope. And put it here. So the Brioso 300 is like a Fiat 500. But that's an older model, much older. This car is fully upgraded. It's got a decent top speed. Big ass ram, air hood, so it sucks in some air when it's cruising up the road. And then this is exactly how it came off the podium from the casino. I didn't do anything to it yet. I don't plan on bothering doing any vehicle upgrades just yet. And then we're gonna go up to the apartment that's attached. I'm gonna take that Buffalo out once I'm done up here. But this apartment is set up a little bit different from my office. So come up, close the door. It should lock automatically. And then the setup is a little bit different. This is how it should look, instead of how we saw before. So there should have been plants and stuff like that here. And then this functions. This is a heist room though, which they apparently don't have access to, because of the way that their game in RP is rendered. I don't have access to this room while playing solo. But typically I would be able to come in here and set up to plan heists, to rob banks and stuff like that. There's a blueprint of the entire city from top to bottom. They used to offer this with the collector's edition of the game, so it looked identical to this, but it had other icons on it. And then all this stuff will come off, and then whatever job you're planning or whatever heist you're planning, it'll show up there. And then this is heist supplies. I don't have access to any of this stuff because this is only heist specific stuff. Even this computer doesn't actually physically function. You only come in here just to plan. So you set things up in there. And then the way that basically the house is set up now. So kitchen with the green juice. I can actually drink this, but he's gonna cringe and wince once he drinks it. But it doesn't do anything bad to me. I believe it actually is healthy, like the green machine from the Naked Company. Yeah, so that's to help me out. There's wine still. Sink, can't use it. Stove, can't use it. Refrigerator, oh, the double oven. And I think this is an espresso maker. I don't know where the refrigerator actually is, but I think it's here on this side. Just because of the construction, I think it's a hidden refrigerator because it is in here. But I can't mess with any of these lights. Functioning telescope. If it was people on the game, I would be able to see them. Because the windows here actually do work. And then this is the floor space. Earlier I was watching Rocket and Christina decorate their place, and they were struggling since this place came fully furnished. I didn't have that part to worry about. The lighting in here is all set up. The entire area is rendered. I just get to check. I think I get to remodel this space, but I could be wrong. I do get to sit down and watch TV just like in the office. I can sit in any of these seats, I believe, but this one, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, that's the bong. So it will let me sit down and take a hit from it. I don't typically smoke though. Sound system, surround sound. You know all about that. You got surround sound in your room, huh? Yeah, it's loaded with books, all kinds of knickknacks and things like that. And then the this door here is supposed to lead to somewhere else, like a back door or something. This is where they logged out. We don't have access to it. But let's see something actually, because there is this. Nope, that's to leave. So that's the hallway. And then there's a bedroom over here as well. And then it's basically the same stuff here, but this is a door. So this is the bedroom with the functioning window. I don't think that I can mess with these blinds though, which kind of sucks. But I know that it changes because at nighttime you can still see out there. Walk-in closet, which they didn't have access to. They just put the closet in the front room. And then there's the bathroom, which has, you know, the twin vanities with the functioning mirror. They didn't have a mirror in there for some reason or another. And then there's the shower, a standing shower, and the jacuzzi tub. The jacuzzi tub, unfortunately, wait, what did I say? Yeah, that's to get in the shower though, but it should activate here when I get all the way over here. Not way over here by the toilet. It should let me take a bath, but again, this stuff is not functional. So this is one style of apartment. I don't know why there's a surround sound speaker all the way in my bedroom, unless he plays music in here occasionally. And it goes from out there to in here. But there's an air purifier, which is kind of nice. I don't have to. Oh yeah, it is a radio here, and I can use this. And then I don't know. Yeah, so you can mess with the radio. And then, oh, let's go out. So this is one style of apartment. There are other styles as well. I'm gonna go to a different one, but I'm gonna drive the Buffalo there because I'm gonna remove it from this apartment anyway. Enter garage. I'm gonna go back down the elevator. Alright, level 1. Yeah, I'm gonna take this Buffalo out of here. I'm gonna drive it around. I'm gonna drive it to another apartment. Because I think, I could be wrong, but I think the other apartment that I have is a different setup from this one. So let me check this out. Yeah, so this one is, this was the actual first larger style penthouse that I bought. I had this one for quite some time. There's another one over there near Maze Bank, but I think I may have gotten rid of it. Near Maze Bank West, but I may have gotten rid of it. Do you hear any music playing right now? I'm not sure if you can.
Did you really just change your status to single? We just fucking broke up last night. You're late.
Okay, so I have a few different places I can actually travel to.
You're
I have an
never
apartment
going
here.
to make it to Rockford Hills at this rate.
But this one is a little bit more low key. I think it's only a 2-car garage here anyway.
Maybe want to try.
Yeah, so this is the one that I had this one and this one here for the longest amount of time, and then I bought this one when I got this for PlayStation 4, and this one, and then I had a different apartment from here, but I changed it for this one, just because I think this one was free for me, because of the Criminal Enterprise pack. So I'm going to drive here, but I can't fit anything in this garage because I think this is just a 2-car garage. Yeah, so yeah, copyright music is not, it won't play it, it won't even play it on the stream, so you can't hear the music, but right now it's playing this song, Smoke It Right. BJ the Chicago Kid, Freddie Gibbs and The Problem. I was playing that music. The radio functions, but I don't typically listen to it anyway, so I'm gonna since they don't really chase after us for running lights and things like that, I really don't regard traffic laws too much, online or offline. Because the way that the game is built, they don't chase you for breaking traffic laws.
Okay, cool. She'll be back as soon as
I don't believe I can fit this car in here, just because of how this apartment is built. It should tell me I have too many cars yet. So yeah. So I'm gonna put this car. I'm gonna get out of it and put this car back. I'm gonna store it, return it back to its garage, and I'm gonna go in here since the garage and the apartment are not connected internally. You have to go in separately. So I don't believe there's a way to get from the apartment into the garage inside. I think you have to come out and then enter the garage separate because of how it's built. Now this apartment is a little bit different because of the setup. It looks a little bit dirtier, a little bit swankier, a lot smaller. As far as the interior goes, the kitchen is right here. You walk in, you see everything right away. There's not a problem. There's no issues with it as far as that stuff goes. I don't spend any time here, but I did need to try to see how it was built. Even the bathroom. This is the bedroom, I believe here. It looks like a teenager sleeps in here though. And then this is the bathroom, and even the bathroom looks completely different. Like there's no tub in here. Mirror's a lot smaller. A shower. It's just a walk-in shower. It's no tub. But this is a much smaller space. You can still smoke, but the TV is different. It's not an upscale spot. I don't know why there's smoke in here. I'm not in here. Let me see. Is there anything for... No, just beer for me to drink. And if you drink too many of those, you actually end up really loopy and really messed up. I don't think you can... yeah, you can't get in that fridge either. Alright, so... Oh, I can enter the garage from inside. That's kind of a new one. Alright, so I guess there's some side entrance to get in here. So I have this. And I have a motorcycle, but I can't fit this in my motorcycle club, this specific bike. I can't put it anywhere, so I'll put it in here. And then I have this little doohickey here. It's a trike. It's got a motorcycle tire in the back. And 2 wheels up front. And it drives like a car, but it's much faster. In a straight line, but it does spin. And then I can use this function in laptop here. So I'm going to take this out for a spin. I did some modifications, so some light stuff might work. And then yeah, the garage is a little bit of a slope, so when it rains, it kind of pulls down there, but it doesn't go into the garage. I think there's a grate or a drain so that it doesn't flood my garage. It keeps that from happening. So the turning lane is active. I'm going to try and do this as civil as possible. And then you can change all kinds of stuff on this, from the exhaust to the rims, paint job, just like normal. And then the engine stuff you can also change. This one has some script on there. It says Raptor, which is just the name of it. It's pretty quick though. It was something that was a new addition. This doesn't exist in the older versions of the game. So it's kind of nice. It was nice when it first came out because it was a really unique look. Since the turn signals don't function on it, it kind of sucks. But outside of that, I mean, it still drives really good. It's definitely really fast. Again, it spins its tire before it takes off. Sometimes it takes minutes for it to get going. It drives like a motorcycle. But it has a little bit of an easy-time steering. Less likely to tip over, and it's because of the construction of it and the way it's built. I had a weird somehow to turn around the other side of this grade. I took the way around. It was the simplest. Turn here. So this apartment I think has a different setup from the other ones as well, just because of how they are. Because I think this one has a lower area in the apartment. I think this one has a downstairs where the bedroom is actually located. So there are a few different types of bedrooms. I'm gonna just get out here. I think this is what my view would be like through my eyes. But yeah, you can see it fully functions inside. Actually, you can actually see how the inside looks.
You don't have to be a government or a corporation to enjoy the benefits of a private army. Call Merriweather today.
Oh no, I think it's a bumper cam instead of my first person view. Okay, so I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna change this now. Settings, camera. And then there should be a first person bumper cam off. Here it is. So it'll show the interior from first person view. It'll show the interior. The gauges all function. What it looks like from first person view. All of the gauges actually function on all of the cars. In a regular car, the radio actually will display whatever song is playing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna send this back to storage. And then I'm gonna go into the garage. Different vehicles. Well, this is some different ones. This is a weaponized off-road car. It's a buggy. It's mainly just for off-road. It's pretty quick though. This is one of my 4-door sedans, but this one has a convertible top. I'll probably take this one out and show you how it works once I'm done with this tour. And then these ones are some also. This is a full electric supercar. It's actually really awesome because it doesn't make a sound. It's like a Tesla, but it's only 2 doors, so it's similar to like a Tesla Roadster. But it doesn't make any engine noise. It's just a high-pitched whine when it goes. And then I got this one because it has a convertible top, so you can put the top up or down in rain or in shine, so you can ride with the top down. And then I believe the apartment. I think this apartment has an upstairs and a downstairs. So it's going to be a little bit different because the setup is slightly changed. And even the penthouse attached to the casino is completely different from this one as well. Nope. This one is all 1 floor as well, so this isn't one. So this setup, again, this is just like the other one. So this isn't a good example, but the interior is the same. The bedroom and all that stuff is over there, that way. And then there's the walk-in closet still, same stuff. Walk-in closet, the bed. You can still see out the window just slightly. It's just dark outside. And then the shower with the tub and the bath. So these two have the same style of interior, and then I have another apartment that's nearby, but it does have the upstairs and the downstairs, where you would go down the stairs, and that would just be to access the rest of the apartment. So I'm gonna exit. I'm going to enter this garage and I'm going to take the convertible out. I'm just going to take it out, show the convertible function, and then bring it back in. I'm going to use my quiet car and see if you can hear it. Hopefully it's not too bad on your ears. Alright, so I'm going to change this. Alright, so we're going to drive it out. We're just going to sit in this parking lot right here outside of the door. So it's nighttime. We can change high beams, low beams, or turn them off. As far as the lights go, we can turn on high beams when it's dark, low beams, or just shut the lights off. And then we have this function here, which rolls the windows down. The convertible top one, it'll go down, and then you can ride it with the wind in your hair. But this is since it's only a two-door, you only can fit 2 people in this car in particular. And then when I store it like this will actually come out of the garage, just like this. It'll stay stored with either the top up or the top down, however you take it in there. So I'm gonna put the top back up and close it up. And then I'm gonna park this again. So this is a regular conventional car, so it's no big deal. And then I have the full electric car. It doesn't make any noise, but I gave it a black light underglow, so it looks like a real street racer. I'm gonna close this door. Yeah, so it'll look like a street race car. It's got black underglow neons, but also something unique about this car is I gave it black light headlights, so they almost look purple. So when the car starts up, it's got black light underglow. I'm gonna drive it out now, and then when the lights come on, they'll be purplish almost with their black light. Yeah, see? So it's got a different look and appeal. Even when it's bright, you know, and that's how it looks in the front. But it doesn't make any noise, no engine sounds when it's driving. You can hear the tire screech, but you won't hear it accelerate, even though it's got exhaust pipes. It just sounds like a little vacuum cleaner. So it's a nice quiet ride. It's actually really quick. This is the other apartment, and this one does have a second floor. Alright, so I'm going to put this up here, and then I'm going to store it back where it came from. This car is not available in the regular version of the game. It came with the collector's edition on PS3, and then when you transfer your character over, if you didn't have the collector's edition, but you transferred your game over from the previous version, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation 3, into this version, you got all of the collector's edition content. So that car was one of them. I also got a motorcycle and a classic car, and I think the classic car is actually in here. But this garage is a little bit different as well. So I'm gonna walk in here and check it out. It's still 10 cars, but this is different cars. Yeah, there it is. This is the Hot Knife. This is another one of those collector's edition cars. I have this big huge one. This car it can take like 5 sticky bombs to blow it up, so I have this one. It's called the Duke of Death, and it's basically just a full cage inside, and a lot more protection, but it's got a big ass motor. Car does wheelies if you accelerate too hard, so the front wheels, they go in the air. This is my off-road dune car. I don't really use it for anything. I was gonna sell it. And then these 2 cars, they have hydraulics built in along with some other goodies. It's a full sound system in this one, all hooked up, chopped, screwed, and actually when I leave out, I should be able to show. When I leave out, I'm going to take this car out, and I'll be able to show you the other functions, like moving the car with the hydraulics and stuff. I'm going to go upstairs and check out the apartment in this one. I'll take the elevator up. All of the higher end apartments, they all have elevators. So this one for sure has the stairs, because the stairs go down. So this is the room here for heist planning. I don't have access to it just because of the type of lobby I'm in. I can't do anything in solo. So the heist room is up here at the top of the stairs where you first come in, and that's okay. And then you have a larger living area up here, much more space. There's a sitting area here, along with a decorated wall with shelves. A bigger TV. Which is actually decent. You can drink some more. The middle of the room has a fireplace, and then this is the kitchen, and this is what I mean, the concealed refrigerator. This is a wine chiller though. That's not even a regular refrigerator. This is just for wines and for drinks. I believe this is where the refrigerator is supposed to be, but since we don't even have access to refrigerators, they don't actually show it, but I think that's where the refrigerator goes. And then this table is functionable. I believe I can sit here. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was able to sit. Maybe not. It might just be here for decoration. Another telescope because we are up higher. but we can see traffic a little bit easier from here. Television for watching, and then down the stairs, that's where we're headed now. I'm paying all these utilities and all these bills and stuff. I pay so much money in bills, it's crazy. Nice artwork, there's a big ass painting there. A nice little view at the top of the stairs. And then down here, this is the next part of the apartment. This is where the bedroom is, so all the way down these stairs, which would kind of suck on any given day. Since they've been doing construction on this building for a long ass time. I think they've been working on this building for like 8 years, I think. That's never been finished. I don't know if they're gonna finish it. But yeah, so I have a walk-in closet over here now instead of where it was before. Which is much more spacious. There's hers and his. As far as the location of stuff. And then this is the bathroom, which is just as big as before. It's just in a different location. And then over here is the bedroom. And again, it's much more spacious. Like, this is probably the largest bedroom I think I have. Just because it's on its own floor. And it's got some distance away from everything else. I think I can sit here. I may not be able to, but I think I can. Nope, it won't let me. But I can climb into bed after a long day of running around and doing hood rat stuff. It'll let me lay down. Nice comfy bed. Nice location. But again, in the middle of the night, I'm trying to get up and see who's at my door. Having to go all the way up the stairs kind of sucks. This used to be a functioning elevator, but I think they changed it. So it doesn't do anything now. It may just be a closet, or have the appearance of a closet. So that's kind of wild, but yeah. So this one is a 2-floor apartment. It's not bad though. I mean, it's got more space than the other one, just because everything is not crammed onto one floor. So you can kind of maneuver around. Got more space to deal with and stuff. And I think there's also a security system here. Enter garage. And I have these 2 cars here. This one was my more favorite one. This one is pretty nice, don't get me wrong. But some of the customizations, like, you can't actually see in the back. I'm gonna take this one out just to show. And then I'm going to come back in and get the other one to show you. I think this one has hydraulics on it as well. So I'm going to put it in this parking lot area over here. In the back window, you can see that actually lights up, which is the only reason why you can actually see it in the back window. It says San Andreas back there. But it has other vehicle functions. So, for example, go to vehicles, and then it gives you remote vehicle functions. So you can open the doors. I can turn on the engine remotely on the glow. I can turn the headlights on. I can turn the neon lights on or off. And you can hear the radio. But I don't think you can actually physically hear that. So I'll turn that off. I'll leave that on. I'll turn the headlights off. And I'll turn the engine off. And then I'll take it back. And then I can restore the doors. Close automatically. And I can open them all up. See, it's got a hydraulic system as well. It's not as impressive as the other one, because this one only has 2 doors and the windows are tinted. So this one is a little bit different, but you get access to the vehicle engine. From first person view, you can see a little bit more detail. They put a custom engine in there. They did some additional work under the hood to change how it looks. So it's kind of nice. And the hydraulics do work. I'm gonna restore it down, close everything up. And I should close that. And then the hydraulics do function, but I'm gonna show you in the other car since it looks a lot better. Because you can see the full sound system because it's a four-door vehicle, and I don't think I have those windows tinted. This car has a lot of power, so if I accelerate too hard in it, the tires will spin, but it'll also lift up. If I go to accelerate, it'll lift up. It'll tear up the bottom of the tire a little bit, but I'm gonna park this one and use the other one. Take that one out because you should be able to see inside. I'll take this and put this back. You'll be able to see inside where the speakers or the sound system and everything are. This one doesn't have nearly as much stuff for the sound system. This one does. This one has a full sound setup inside and full interior. It's a bass system, modified engine, everything, along with the hydraulics. But since the windows aren't tinted, you can see more of it. So. And yeah, see, the radio is currently off, but if I was playing the radio, it would show up right there. I think on the dashboard I don't see anything. I'm gonna take it over here behind us. So yeah, the headlights, when the high beams come on, all of the interior dials, they do function. So I'm gonna take it around here, right into this next parking lot I can't see. And then this car is a little bit more customed. So I can lift it, I can lower it, I can jump it. And then I can actually move the car independently, I believe. Like this. I can change how it sits. Move them around like that. And that's just on two sides, and then move it to this side and it'll bounce. Just like those car shows. Lowriders. Stuff like that, so. And then again, it's the same vehicle functions. But this one looks a lot better. Because of how it is. You can open them all up. You can open up just the trunk solely by itself, so you can kind of see. It's got hydraulic pumps right there. There's more speakers, much more speakers. It's a lot cleaner. You can open up all of the doors though. You can see all of the sounds, all of the speakers, everything, all of the custom work that was done. And then I think I can also move the car. Got a glass eye to see the engine. All of it was custom work, so it's a little bit faster. And then the remote vehicle functions for this one is a lot more. It doesn't have neons on it. I didn't put a neon there at the time. I don't think it was a viable option, but the radio works. I don't think you can hear the music, so I'm just gonna do that. So it's on right now, it's running. And then you can close the doors individually. Was like, I think my first low rider, I gave it like a little pinstripe paint job and everything for it. so proud of myself. Take this and put this back down. It's a lot of work doing it. This car was really expensive to get converted. I think it was almost $1 million in-game money for it to work because of the customization. It was something that they added. It was like I'm Not a Hipster or a Lowrider update. But yeah, these cars, they have a lot of power, so if you accelerate, you know, the front end of it, it'll lift off the ground, it'll do a wheelie, and it'll stay up like that for a while, depending. What else? I'm trying to think. Knight Rider car, that one has missiles and stuff like that on it. I can actually call that one without calling it, if that makes sense. I'll go to my inventory. That's this one. And they'll deliver it to me, it'll show up nearby. I can't look in the direction that it spawns for some reason. It'll just put it somewhere else. Make it hard for me to find it, so it's across the street. There it is. So this car is actually, it's really nice. It's basically David Hasselhoff's original car. So it's got machine guns and it's got missiles in it. But it can also jump over other cars. It's really fast though. So again, if you accelerate really hard, it's really quick. But it has missiles, non-homing missiles, and then machine guns. So if I just wanted to shoot at someone with machine gun bullets, I can also jump people. And if I want something and I'm up high enough, I can actually jump to stuff and deploy the parachute to keep from crashing. I would need to find something that would go down here. Jump it. And when I jump it, I can deploy the parachute. The parachute will come out. So you've seen a nightclub. I don't need the market, but I'm going to go back to the CEO office. I'm not going to stay there though. I'm actually going to go far up north. I'm going to fly though. I'm not going to drive this car because it's going to take way too long. Man down. Oh. A little bit of it, I think it's armor. But the windows can still break and this car can still flip over and be blown up. So it's still giving me some difficulties as far as that's concerned. It is kind of nice, but it is a weaponized car, so it gives you some difficulty with certain stuff. Not much, but only certain things. So I'm going to take this car and send it back. But the interior of it is fully functional as well. But yeah, so it's telling me the radio is on Los Santos Rock radio. I can change it, and it'll change. Gives me a full digital readout of what the is doing when it's supposed to shift and stuff. So it's full. It's fully functional. It's got different weapons and all kinds of switches in here for everything, just about. I like it. This is probably one of my favorite cars. But I drive the Oppressor because it's the convenience of being able to go over everything. Oh, I just shot a rocket by mistake. That sucked. So yeah. So I'm gonna send this car back. I'm gonna go get my my Oppressor. I'm gonna return this one. Actually, to services. Then we're gonna fly up north. I have a bunker. I'm gonna show you what that looks like inside. spawn back there. Just before the city. So we're gonna go way up north, away from the city. So down here, this is the nightclub. This is counterfeit cash production business, but I can't really do anything as far as they go. I can't deliver anything in a solo setup like this. So this is just basically for us to get a tour. This is my airplane hangar. This is the military base, so we're gonna fly here. This is my motorcycle club, and the casino is actually right here. This is typically where I go to spin the wheel. This is the drug business. This is the bunker. I have an arcade as well, document forgery business, and then this is the ex-government facility. So I'm just gonna go here to begin with. Actually, you know what? I should go to the casino first, just in order of south to north, since that's been the general direction of travel. So I'm gonna go to the casino now. I'm not gonna spin the wheel today. I'll probably do that later on in the day, so that I try to keep the times closer and consistent. Because the car currently that's up for sale is the Cadillac that I have. So if I win it, then I'll have two. I'm not really sure if I want to win it right now. I'm not really that urged to. Oh, I fell off. Help me, help me. Okay, so he can't move that. Occasionally that'll happen. It'll get pushed over and I can't flip it. I have to roll to it and push it over physically. Alright, so in first person view, it just shows all the controls from the missiles to my speed. This isn't going 108 miles an hour. It's just kind of funny. The gauges only do everything. And then there's also for the weapons, for the rockets, this thing here. I'm gonna shoot stuff. The casino does have a helipad. It's supposed to be a government facility, or a not a government facility, but a building that the police can land on when things happen. So it has a helipad here. But when I come out, I'm not going to come out up here. But there is a terrace, fully functioning. It has an infinity pool up there as well. Yeah, I'm going to put this down in the parking lot here. I could use the valet service up front, but I don't like to. I don't like the need to pay to park my car. I can park it perfectly fine myself. So I'm going to park it here in this spot. There shouldn't be anybody in here to take it, so it should be okay. But there's also a vehicle garage over here around back, where you can physically park your vehicle inside. Instead of leaving it out in the open, you can park it in here. And then there's a functioning dog track, I think, or horse track back here, where they race. Right now it's not any races going on, but I can actually hop this gate sometimes. There's a security officer there, but he's not going to bother me. Get onto the track. Right now there's no races going on, so I'm okay. But I think this is a dog track, just because of the low walls and stuff. You can drive cars on here. I wouldn't recommend it because it's possible you can get stuck. But there is a way to get inside of there. There's a tunnel that runs underneath over here, I believe. Yeah, there's a tunnel that goes below, and you would just take the tunnel underneath the track here, and it goes underneath, and then it'll bring you up basically in the middle. I'm gonna go in the front door, but the casino is fully functional now. You can use the slot machines, the card tables, roulette. I don't have a VIP membership or a penthouse in here, just because I don't find it necessary yet. Once I get the ability to get a submarine and and go to other places and stuff like that, then maybe it'll be more practical to get. But right now it's not. There's also a music club that they just added, called the Music Locker. You can go in there, listen to music, hang out. It's a social space. I think it's accessible to VIP members. I think I can go in there physically, but it's not attached. They just built it right next to the casino, but it's technically a part of it, just because of where the property is. So this is the casino. So I usually typically wear this outfit in here.
Luxury is just a click
because
away.
I bought it from this casino.
Log on to the Diamond Casino and Resort website and buy your luxury
this car here can be
villa
won.
today.
It can be driven and everything
What are you waiting
once you
for?
win it. The car I have is exactly the same. I bought mine though, unfortunately, so mine doesn't have the same crazy looking paint job. But this wheel over here, it does spin. You get a daily opportunity each day, just once every 24 hours, so not each day. Once every 24 hours from the time that you spin it. It's accessible, and you can win the car from it. If you look, the second icon on there is the car. It's the only one of its kind on there, so it's a 1 in 20 shot. Everything else has pretty much better odds to win than the car, but most times you can actually win the car. The slot machines all work. This is where you go to get chips for playing in the casino. Talk to this lady. She'll give you your visitor's bonus. You can trade in chips. I have about 62,000 chips on me now, and you can get up to 20,000 chips at a time from her additionally. And then there's different games. All of these slot machines, as long as there's not a person on it, you can actually use. And then back here, table games, inside track. That's horse race betting, and dog racing. And then this is a VIP area. I don't have access to it because I'm not a VIP member, so they turned me away. But there's also a high limit card table right here. You can tell from these blue lights. Right here. And this is all high limit, but you only can go in here if you have a VIP. So basically you have to have a penthouse. And then when you enter here, you can bet up to like $50,000 in chips on most of these games, roulette, blackjack and stuff. And then the normal table games. And this is, I think, poker. 3-card poker, yeah. The roulette wheel works. And then this is the blackjack tables back here. That table back there is full. This what is it? Oh, excuse me. And then there's the functioning bar somewhere. There's also a bathroom. You can't really use the bathroom in here, but they put it in here anyway. Toiletries. We can't use that stuff, but sorry, miss. Ladies. Around this way, there's security office. I don't have access to it. Right this way. This is exit. This is back towards the lounge. There's also a store in here that only accepts chips. You can't pay for anything in there with outside money. Only using casino chips you can access this. Just over here.
I feel like people are staring at us. Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's just a casino store here. There's the bar, and I think you get a free drink from here. I don't typically use it.
What's wrong, Lauren?
But yeah, you
Nothing.
can buy all
I
kinds
just
of things
wish the
here,
others were here.
from masks
Oh, come on.
to accessories,
We
even
need
earrings.
them. Me and you, all aboard the Hot
Yeah.
Mess Express.
They have
Can
all
I get
kinds
a
of stuff you can actually get from here, but
Choo
they only accept
choo.
casino chips,
There
so
we
you can't just pay
go.
for stuff.
Don't think too hard.
Ties, and then I don't have the right type of shirt to show what the tie is, so these ones will all show this way. And watches you can change, but watches don't display through suits, so you can't actually wear a watch and a suit at the same time. This is different types of glasses, stuff like that. And cuffs is like bracelets, hats, I don't really like hats. I'm not a hat guy. That's just some of the accessories. Some of it, like I think that there's masks over here. Masks. And these just look basically like a casino memorabilia.
I already did that in the dungeon crawler.
Fruit.
Nice. You rock, babe.
This is nothing. And I think this is glasses. But I think you can check the glasses from another spot. And then these are full outfits. This is just the tops. So suit vests.
That's no
You can
use
change
to
all
us,
of
is
these,
it?
Let me know
to
when
match
you're ready.
whatever it is you're wearing. I have most of the ones that I like. I didn't get any ones that I just didn't want to really wear. But this is the only time your dress shirt can actually change color. And then suit jackets. I have some tacky ones and some really nice ones. This is really ornate, but I don't like the pants that match with this. But I got this suit from in here, which was a lot of money. Yeah. This is the cash one, which I have. And the one that I'm currently wearing, I believe I got from in here as well. Because there's two different types. There's a fitted type of pants and then the ones that I have on. Okay, so maybe, I'm not sure. I did get it in from in here, I believe.
So, anything?
Or maybe smart jackets or something like that. Nope, that's the outside jacket, overcoats. And there's a lot. There's 27 different types of these jackets. Loungewear. Yep. Bathrobes. Stuff like this. Silk robe. Yeah. T-shirts. You can also just wear some boxers. Regular shirts. You can win these from the mystery on the large wheel. Sweatshirts, sweaters, business shirts. Yeah. Suit vests.
I'll be here, waiting.
This one and this one, yeah. But I like it. And then there's pants and shoes, which are kind of limited fitted suit pants. These are a lot tighter than my preferences. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of these ones. And then they have some that look like ballet pants, basically, in so many words. I'm not a big fan of these ones, though. But I think I got my whole suit from in here, and I think it may have just removed it because I already own it, but I'm not 100% certain anymore because nothing is showing up. And then shoes, same thing.
Anything you like?
Sport shorts. I have some smaller ones as well for running, but I don't really wear shorts. I don't like my legs out. And then if I was a VIP, I could come up to her and get furniture to rearrange how the apartment looks. Okay, so my bunker just finished up some stuff.
Come back anytime.
So I'm not moving out of the casino just yet. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna take the elevator to go to the roof terrace. Because there's an infinity pool up there. I'm gonna change my clothes. I'm gonna go up here to the roof terrace. No reason to go all the way up to the roof. We've already seen what the roof looks like. That's where the helipad is. But the roof terrace is actually a social area as well. You can hang out in here. And I think it gives you access to the penthouse if you have it. Yeah, this is the penthouse entrance. I don't have access to it, but it's definitely there. Sitting areas, booths. These jacuzzis are functioning, so once I step in here, I'll change into my bathing suit. So they put me in some tiny shorts this time. I'm not playing with them, but now I'm wet. My pants are soaked, and so is my shirt. Good job, me. There's people in there, and then I think there's a smoking area.
No
Someone
class,
was arguing, it sounds like.
I told you not to go there.
Yeah. But there is I think there's a fire pit over here. Near one of these. Just for some calming scenery.
Over here. What's up?
This is, yeah, there it is. This is a nice little fire pit. When you want to relax, there's some people gathered over there. Just some nice atmosphere. I like this a lot. And then there's an infinity pool over here, which you can actually swim in comfortably. But you have to make sure you enter it the right way. Yeah, this is the shallow end. So there's stairs here. And now I'm wet again, but it'll dry after so long in the sun. Yeah, you can tell the difference in the texture just from being wet versus being dry. So now I'm dry mostly. It looks like it sure might still be a little bit wet because the sleeves are different colors, but it'll dry up in just a few moments. It does the same thing when I sweat, so you can kind of see water collecting on my body. But if I run, I can dive in and change and swim around this infinity pool. So now my full body should be wet when I come out. I can also sit along this ledge to relax instead of being stressed out. I'll sit here and relax, go for dates and stuff like that, and just to be calm and chill. Stand up. And come on out of there. Now I'm fully soaked. And then outside of this area in particular, that's this area back here. And then you can see the parking lot where I parked. That's my jet bike right there. So it's still on the continuity. My vehicle is still nearby. And then up there, that's where the roof is. There's a ladder actually to get up there, I believe. But I think there's also like a mini golf course up here as well somewhere. And I can take a ladder from here to get up there to the roof. Oh no, they just put grass up here. I thought it was like a little golf area, but maybe not. And then I can also base jump. This is not the highest place in the game to jump, so I wouldn't recommend it from here in particular. And then it's up here. This is the helipad where we were for the roof. And I can grab a parachute and jump right on off as best I can without harming myself too much. There's not that much distance from the bottom to here, so I don't want to really chance it. Those are the cooling units for inside. I can't really mess with them. I can go between them to get over here, but that's pretty much it. And then there's like some supplies and stuff like that up here for when they were doing construction inside. And then I believe, since I've already been in an air flight vehicle, yeah, that's above the infinity pool. So I could just put my parachute on, pull it, and land. I thought I was gonna land that. Nope. So I'm gonna take this parachute off. Alright. I'm gonna hop in this. I'm gonna go further north to continue the tour. So the next thing I'm gonna use is military base. sale though, so we can't have access to it. Even over here, I think there's a school around. Streets are not actually labeled physically here to tell us what, but let's see. Yeah, this is the school. So it would have been, where would it have been? This one. This would be. This is the cul-de-sac, so this is the wrong street, so it's up to the next street. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Maybe just I'll try to look for it later. Get an idea of how it looks. Stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Let's see. It is supposed to be here. Let's see, because it doesn't list the streets names like it does on the computer. It's here. Or about right there. So this is that house with the signs in the grass. But yeah, see, there's a lady there who is not Christina. I don't know who this lady is, but she's standing on her front porch smoking. And then it's the same things though. I don't have access to this house at all. There's no chairs here though. That's kind of interesting. Oh look, there's a person back here too though. Yeah, sprinkler still works. And stuff. And the gas tank should still be lit up. Yeah, so there's no signs, so I guess it's actually inhabited online. It's not even foreclosed on. Those people there. Just the house though. Alright, so I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go to this hangar. That's a military base. I get a chance to see some military stuff. Almost there. Just gotta go through the mountains. so I have to get low now so that they don't try to pull me up. Since I have access to this hand. I can't take this in there. It doesn't allow me to do that. I can go in. I don't know where my personal vehicle's gonna sit. Hopefully they don't despawn it and remove it. Right, yeah. Put this here. I think there's other vehicles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to my arcade and resupply all this stuff. That's the only aircraft I have. Alright. Well, no worries. And I think I can use this once it's done and ready. Singular helicopter. Okay, we're going back out there. I don't know how long this stream has actually been. But I'm gonna conclude it here. It's kind of late. Is it 2 in the morning? 1:30. Yeah, it's late. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go to the arcade and I'm gonna conclude this here. That'll be a portion of the tour. I'm gonna see some other stuff. But I can do it. This ride's a tour course. This is one tour. This was probably over 2 hours. Some my own information. Some other stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna fly to my arcade. And that's probably where I'll come from this stream. Hopefully you'll join me in the next one. So. I mean, it's just a light little simple tour. Just kind of get an idea of what's located on the map and what everything is and where it's supposed to go and stuff like that. So, some issues. Basically just taking a look at it and seeing it in action and stuff like that. So this is Pixel Peaks. This is my arcade. I don't really have to do much of anything here. It generates its own money to about 50 grand, and then it no longer will. But it's an arcade. Going through. There's also no illicit businesses. A lot of them attached. All of them actually. I can go to the basement and access them all. But there's also a safe here. Full arcade. Arcade machines. They all function. And all these games, they all work. I have to actually resituate them all. This is Jimmy. He likes to refer to himself as like Jizzle. I don't call him that. I just call him Jimmy. But that's Michael's son from the story mode. Some patrons, functioning bartender, jukebox, I believe this works. And I can change it for $1. And then this should be okay. And then this is the manager's office. I'll go up here. I relax. I have basically a bunch of pictures and stuff. Nice little private bathroom away from everybody else. And then the safe function, so I can open it up, take the money out once it's full. This is just where the office stuff is for the arcade, and then there's a secret entrance here for my basement. I slip a coin in, it'll open up, and then I can go downstairs to the basement and hang out. There's also sleeping quarters down there for me to relax when I first drop in. And then this is where I can control basically all my businesses anyway. Resupplying and things like that. And then there's a vehicle garage down here as well. I believe I have a car down here. I could be wrong. Yeah, there's a car here. I don't ever use this car though, so it's gonna sit here. Out of the way though. Unobstructed and unbothered. And then where's the sleeping quarters? The sleeping quarters are right here. I don't typically come here too often, but it's a cot, I believe. Yeah, it's just a small cot. A wardrobe, a gun locker, in case I need to, just in case somebody's griefing me or something before I come in here. The cot is just a little simple bed, makeshift, military style, for me to relax in case I want to get the heck out of here quickly, or if I just want to relax here. And then I have a master control terminal, which allows me to access all of my businesses from one local, one centralized location, instead of having to go to each business and things like that separately or individually. I can just hop on to this computer here. I can't do it in a solo session or a private session like this, but it does function. It allows me to access everything all at once. So that's pretty much it though. And then the other businesses and locations are the bunker and the facility. But again, I'll do another tutorial walkthrough tour for that one, for those two locations. And then the biker hideout as well, which is, you know, a lot more grungy and a lot dirtier. But I'm gonna conclude this one here, just because it's been about 2.5 hours or so, about 3 hours actually, for this tour. So there's a lot of information. So I'm gonna cut it here. It's about 1:40 in the morning. So good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And thanks for watching.